Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for April the 2nd, 2020. I'm Mom. How's everyone doing today? Or apparently, how am I doing today since I'm the only one out here? Let's edit that because I hate it when I do typos. There we go. Good morning, everyone. And let's jump back into the game. So I've got a patch coming up in about an hour, so we will keep this shorter than an hour. Also because it's gorgeous out today. It's sunny, it's lovely. I'm looking at my brother-in-law's house. Yes, I live next to my in-laws. And he started to put out all the stuff for his spring flowers, which is kind of scary, but I guess, yeah, it's April. Good morning, Harold. So I was going to go over some of the patch notes today for what's coming up. First Contact Day starts tomorrow. But before we do that, boy, I hope everybody enjoyed the artisanal audio yesterday. I mean, okay, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I just thought it was funny and lighthearted. And there's nothing like going into a really serious fight and having all the sound effects being wee woo boom, pew 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 pew. It does kind of take out some of the drama. I'm in a fight for something to do with Herc. I don't remember which mission. And I'm laughing through it even when things were getting really grim because I wasn't doing a great job because I was so busy laughing. So I guess that's a good argument to not do that. And yes, I'm drinking coffee, so I apologize for working on that. Oh, well, fine, Sav. Sav's watching Grumpy Old Nord, which, if anybody's listening to this or watching this, Grumpy Old Nord is awesome, so do pay attention to him. In fact, I will try not to interfere because I think he does a great job. Timberwolf is another one. But that's it. If you're here and you're listening to me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, what was I going to do? I was going to look at the patch notes here. I don't know if I can bring the patch notes up over this. I don't think I can. I'll have to work on that for another day. So First Contact Day starts today right after the patch. It runs through the 23rd. And I think we kind of talked about what's going on with that, but if not, let's jump back here. See if we can go to the patch for the patch. Okay, so we have Visit Historical Bozeman. The Borg continue their implacable advance, only this time the battlefield is across time, not space. Temporal abnormalities, I can say that word, have prompted Daniels to slap together an away team to go back to mid-21st century Earth, where the Borg have altered the timeline to ensure that they succeed in their previously foiled plan to stop first contact between Earth and Vulcan. Team up with 7 of 9 and discover what the Borg have done to alter the timeline, then do everything you can to correct it. Just make sure not to do more damage to the timelines than the Borg already have. Now, you know that's not going to happen where you can mess it up more than they already have, but wouldn't that be great? I mean, what if there's a continuation where you go into one and things just get completely effed up? That'd be good. Alternatively, if battling robot zombies isn't your cup of Earl Grey, you can participate in the good old, misspelled, Phoenix rocket launch competition. We've put a fresh coat of paint on this one, and we hope you'll enjoy the friendly rivalry as you scramble to gather parts and assemble the best rocket under the watchful eye of the 20-meter-tall marble Dr. Cochrane himself. Okay, same rules. It's a 14-day thing, once per day with 20-hour cooldown, yada, 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 yada. You'll earn a First Contact Day badge box. Opening this box will grant players the opportunity to choose between 17 never-before-released comm badges as your account-wide unlocks. Once unlocked, these immediately become accessible from any tailor for any Federation character on your account. Oh well, because I really like doing it with non-feds too. Upon reaching 14 days of progress, you will become eligible to claim the grand prize, which includes temporal vortex probe, First Contact Day bundle, which is Captain's Specialization Point, 25,000 lithium ore. A launch toy social device, which is the same one we've had, and the hollow emitter Phoenix shuttle, which we've also had. And then the Temporal Vortex Probe. Inspired by Borg technology, this probe is capable of opening a dangerously unstable temporal vortex that can travel through local space to damage and debilitate enemies. Blah, 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 blah. Foe will travel to target foe's current location, dragging the anomaly with it while emitting chronoton radiation, a large cone facing away from its trajectory. Okay, that's not bad. Once you've got that done, you get the typical dilithium boost, which starts at 8,000, and with a 20-hour cooldown, increases by 1,000 each day thereafter. Or you can play it the Sav way and buy it out with Zen. Okay, so pretty cool. So let's jump back into our patch notes. Let me jump back into chat for a moment, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Which apparently I'm not missing anyone. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not emotionally devastated that I gave up my bike ride this morning just to be with you guys. Because you're more important than my butt is. Actually, my butt's going to be really sore, so yes, you're definitely more important than my butt is today. Let's check the audio here and make sure people can actually hear me, because wouldn't that be funny? No, it wouldn't be funny. Actually, yeah, it would be. Okay, jumping back over here to patch notes for the day. First contact day celebration. Let's see if there's anything else. No, most of that's all about that. The only other thing that came up is the Ferengi Marauder starship model has been remastered with a new model and new ship material. I think that's the Decora. Am I wrong? Well, if I am, I'll find out shortly. So that's all that's going on for patches today. Not a ton other than new material. With everybody being at home in Cryptic Land, that's not a huge surprise. In fact, I'm really surprised we got the artisanal audio yesterday, which was quite good. And I hope everybody got to see Hollow Curland and get your mysterious box of things that goes boom. It was a splody day yesterday. So what should we do today? I've been working on Accolades on some of my tunes, trying to slowly get them done. Yes, it is going to be a great day. Okay, things like this. Achieve the diplomacy rank of envoy. Okay, those are not stupid, but honest to goodness, they are just tedious. Let's see. So you have to figure out where your diplomacy ones are and go hunt them down. We're going to skip that one today. Recruiter. Recruitment. Ablation. Okay, deal 150,000 AP damage. Well, this tune isn't doing AP damage. So, if we're going to do that, we have to go see if we've got an AP build going on for this tune. So let's jump back to Earth Space Back. Alright, Harold, if you're listening to this, how's my family doing with the COVID-19 mess? Well, my husband's retired, so no problem. He's enjoying his life, which has basically not changed other than, for some reason, Illinois decided nobody should play golf. But they didn't shut down the practice ranges, only the golf courses. So, he and his brother out playing golf, or practicing their golf, or working on the gardens. So, in other words, nothing's changed there. Me, I don't have a job to go to, but it is possible that I will be able to acquire either a small business administration loan or an outright grant, which will allow me to go back to working at my martial arts school once the gym reopens, which now will be either the 15th or the 30th. I'm hoping for the 15th, probably going to be the 30th. Some opportunities arise because of that. Our annual event, which is called JUMA, the United Martial Arts Alliance, which is a 3-day martial arts camp, isn't going to happen. They had to cancel that because too many people aren't going to be able to join. So we're thinking about putting together a very impromptu martial arts program. So if you'd like to come over to my school in scenic Batavia, Illinois for one day of beating the snot out of people, even if you've never done it before, we're going to see if we can put together something with all of our local schools. And then invite the public. My son, fortunately, his company is super awesome. and has paid for everybody to stay at home, providing they continue training and do other stuff, which is terrific. So they're getting paid to actually increase their education. So yay, Warhammer. Nice people. And I can spell. I hope everybody else is hanging in. I know it's really tough for a lot of small businesses. Local restaurant had opened like the day before all this came down, and I don't think they're going to be able to survive. Restaurants in particular have got such a short turnaround for cash that a few days closed can destroy them. Being closed, mandated to be closed for a month, is really tough. Fortunately, if my martial arts school doesn't come back, my world doesn't end, but it does force me to think about working for somebody else. And on that cheery note, I'm going to tell you something. I had an interview for a job, and the guy stressed how honest he was, and honesty is really key, and honesty is super important. And after leaving the interview, I realized he was advertising it for $24 an hour, which is on the low side for what I do, and wasn't willing to pay more than $21. So why advertise it for $24? Wouldn't that be lying? Wouldn't that be dishonest? So talk a good game, but if you don't follow through, it doesn't work. So we're going to go back to Earth Space Dock, or let's go to Romulus instead, and see what we've got going on another build. I love this Tet build, and I will continue to work on it, but if I'm going to work on my AP damage, actually I should be smarter and see what I have to do for Tet damage. I swear to God, if I haven't done 150 in Tet damage, I'm sad. So let's come back up here to our Accolades. Damage Tet. Receive. Okay, receiving damage is a whole different thing. Okay, so who... Okay, that's deal, and this one's receive. Do I have an AP build? Where can I go to get Tet damage? Where can you go to get Tet damage? Who delivers Tetrion damage? And then is that on my captain or is that on my ship? That's a good question. That would be something great to write here. Sources of bonus Tetrion damage. I'm looking for sources of receiving it. Damage accolades. There we go. Okay, so they do define damage between captain and ship being specific to the person. So I have to go figure out who deals Tetrion damage. Boy, that's something I need to throw into the next box. Or next book, rather. That's what we need. Which opponents have got Tetrion damage? Good question. I don't have an answer. Does anybody out there know who deals? Tholians. Thank you so much, Blubber. I appreciate that. Guess we're going off to Nukara. Thank you. Though if I was smart, I'd probably wait an hour and do this as part of today's patch when I'm doing damage into lithium, but you know what? Nukara is pretty good. Round the clock. Yeah, but Herogen on the ground. There's not a lot of places to find Herogen on the ground, Plubber. I need to find them. This is ground damage that I'm looking at, not space damage. So yeah, this would be a good one, an entire book just on the accolades. What they are, what they mean, where to get them. Well, this one's fed, so... Yeah, I agree that the bills are a big issue. Let me click on that again. By the way, if you've seen the notes that have been going around that some places are allowing you to not pay your rent for 1, 2, 3, or 4 months, and you can defer your house payments for a few months. Don't forget, when those months are up, you have to pay the full amount. That hasn't changed. It's not like you don't have to pay it. You just don't have to pay it at this moment. All right, let's go ahead and put on that. Let's go make sure we've got all the stuff we need. Ooh, we've missed a few. Let's go ahead and pick those up. Let's make sure we don't have anything stupid in there. And we'll go down and start doing some missions. So let's see if we get Tet damage. There we go. Before we start this, let's take a quick look here. Okay, we've received 1084. Sorry, 184. 10,084, however you want to count that. Come on, go ahead and shoot me. Shoot me, shoot me, shoot me so I can see what I'm getting.
Making damage detected.
Excuse me. By the way, I think we should have the sound effect of all the bullets exploding from the heat, because that would be funny. Oh, graciousness. Alright. Yes, I know. Clean up your inventory before you start these things. Part of what I cleaned up yesterday when I was running through all of this was I got rid of all the junk. Alright, let's go ahead and pick that up.
Enemy targets detected. Shield losing power.
Alright, so let's go ahead and look at that accolade, see if we've taken any more damage. So that's not showing that we've received any more damage here. Maybe I need to put on crappier shields or something so I can take more damage. Let's check something. I wanted to say that Nukara, the equipment you earn through Nukara is physical damage, cold damage, physical. At least for their weaponry is designed to in the same genre. Guys, if you're going to come up here and kill Tholians, disable these things. This is where you make your dilithium. Honest to goodness, you can make decent dilithium on Nukar just by picking up these ground missions. Okay, we're going to stand here for 1 second. We're going to Google to see Star Trek Online. What species deal Tetrion damage? Okay, Tetrion is blue. Well, that's very helpful. Okay, this is not helpful. You're right, Herogen. Crenum. Interesting. There's a Tetrion cascade through Nukara, but I don't see it as being part of the Nukara ground team. So let's go try some Crenum.
Flanking damage detected.
Alrighty, so we're going to beam up as soon as we get to a safe place. And blow this thing up. We'll come back and we will play this later, but I want to go see if we can take some damage. Oh, what the heck? Got that one anyway. Old lithium never hurt anybody.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Oops. This is the one thing I hate. I can never find where the beam out is.
Flanking damage detected.
Unless it's over there. Pick this up. Go down here. Go around back here.
Flanking damage detected.
Right around the corner.
Losing power.
And nope, that's... Oh, is that it back there? There it is. Way back there. Beam up to the base camp and then we'll beam up. And we'll go find some Crenum and see if that works. Hey, that's a good question also. Is there a Crenum mission, a TFO? That would be temporal, right? But that is not Crenum, is it? It's not cool. Days of Doom doesn't help in Battle of Procyon. Crenum or Polaron? So who deals Tetrion damage and why isn't that covered under any of the Stowe wikis? Obviously somebody does it. I'm going to have to hire somebody to shoot me. Maybe that's what I have to do. We all go get our favorite weapons. We go do a PvP and shoot each other. Zenkethi. That's a good one. Okay, so what's our Zenkethi default mission then? Zenkethi... New Frontiers. Yeah, Smoke and Mirrors. Signs and Portents. Okay. Let's give that one a shot. I know we've played this one before. Go ahead and take that one. Jump over there. I mean, it'd be really convenient if, unlike us, where we use every single weapon we can find, people would do one consistent type of damage. Then I can write it up. And of course, then they change it, but that's a whole different story.
What do you have? The Lucaria just ahead, and eager to
So we
begin
have to go
the search.
zip around and check out different things here. Hi,
The
Lucaria.
proto-matter is a weapon of a kind, but we respect its power.
Protomatter can also be quite beneficial, General, when used properly.
Oh, how's that for having a great choice there? One of mine was defeat Tholians on Nukara. Perfect. Lexers, I have checked on Wiki. I'm not finding it for what species deal damage. I'm seeing what
Perhaps the probe's information will
types
give us
of
more
energy
insight
weapons there
as to
are,
why these attacks are
and
occurring.
where to get them, but not who deals the damage.
Marked ship? Perhaps they use the moon as a test site for the weapon.
Now, admittedly, with a lot of these accolades, they're old.
If
So some of them
it
are no
was a
longer
poor choice.
available. Some are
Why
specific to
scour a
seasons
world
like the summer and
already
winter
devoid
events.
of life?
It sickens me to see Protomass used like this. Another uninhabited moon, but one quite different from the first. What is the pattern?
This makes no sense. There is no tactical pattern to these attacks. There must be a reason, though.
Let's figure this out quickly before more lives are lost. Scanning. The moon is Class L. Ruins on the surface. Some
Where
simple
are
life
erosion
forms.
on New Romulus?
There's evidence of crude attempts at terraforming, but no signs of a protomatter detonation. Looks like there was an attempted settlement on this planet. The probe we sent. I'm detecting incredible. I can barely. I suppose you.
Okay, Sop's right. The Herogen are usually, and Lexers are correct, the Herogen on New Romulus at the crater. But remember, you can only pick up that mission now one time.
There has been a large-scale battle.
Our scans are.
Unclear.
I really miss those ground missions on New Romulus.
Around 50. Around 50 ship.
So where else can you do Herogen ground? Oh,
This is all. They are perhaps.
let's see what we can find. Wow, this is very weird how slow everything is today. Okay. So looking in the non-stow, let's see what missions we've got here. In space, we run into them in the mission Takedown, but I don't think they're on the ground. Dust to Dust, Pejos Mountain Base, and Secret Shuttle Codes. That doesn't exist. Mountain Base, though. Mountain Base we can continue to do, I believe. Forgons. Let's try going back to New Romulus. Yeah, I don't mind leaving the mission half done. I'll come back and pick it up another day. When I need to do Zenkethi, it's a good one for Zenkethi. Alright, according to the wiki, Vorgons, Erosion, and Tholians deal Tetrion, so better go to Nukara. Except they're not. And we should still be able to pick up the missions, the ground-based missions like Mountain Base, so let's go into here. Episodes, New Romulus, Mountain Base. But see, this is the Tal Shiar, not the Hirogen. Interesting, interesting. Vorgons. We'll skip that one for the moment. Wouldn't it be funny if this happened to pop up with that one? No, it came up with Wall Ruins. But what the heck, let's try Wall Ruins. It is Tholians. And it'll be done by the time we get there. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Sav says first world problems. That is so true, Sav. So let's see if there is something that we can achieve with our accolades. This is why doing these weird ones gets really different. So it's radiation damage, but it's being specific to Tetrion damage. Defender of Beta Quadrant. Defeat 200 Borg ships in the Beta Quadrant. And I've only defeated 5 Borg ships in the Beta Quadrant? Is such a thing possible? Somehow I think I've defeated more than 5 in the Beta Quadrant. Oh, okay, so they're not counting invasions. I see. Okay, New Romulus Researcher. This one we can do. So we can go look for the Dricklai, the Armored Hathen, the Vivercat, and the D1 arthropods. So we have to go hunt out some of our researchers. There's usually a researcher at every... Skip some of these guys. So we're going to look at the Viharan and the Epo. Let's see if that was any of them. The Dricklai, Beaver, arthropods. Okay, so... Payhouse Crater. Let's see, MOM Lexers is an acronym in NASA for Mission Operations... Mission Operations... I can't remember what the last one is. Missions Operations Manager. And it's appropriate. What did I say we're going to do? We're going to go to Payhouse Crater. And let's go look for a researcher here. I'd love to help out, but they're not going to let me do that. There's the transporter. There's nobody there. Research team leader. Nothing for me, because you don't love me anymore. Plant analyst. Nope, so no researchers here. called it. You know, somebody does appear here. They're there. So we do have our corrosion there. Let's see if we can take some damage. Go ahead, hit me. Hit me, baby. Do your worst. Come on, hit me with a weapon, you fool. You're just smacking me. Ah. Alright, let's see if that works. Yep, nope, that wasn't working either. They just want to hit you. Satrap, put your weapon down next time, gosh darn it. You killed him, I needed to take damage. Yes. So we're up here where we've got all the kitties. Let's see if we've got a researcher up here. Are you a researcher? No. Yeah, you a researcher? No. There is another Hirogen up here. Hang on a second. Satrap, put your gun away. Stop shooting things. There he is. Come on, baby.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Yeah, he brings his knife. What the heck? And he brings a kick. Come on. It's not even a particularly good kick. You're supposed to land on your feet here.
Personal shield losing power.
Come on, shoot me, shoot me. There we go. So if we keep it close, he will attempt to use hands-on, but if we go to a distance, gets his gun out. Just what we want. Let's see if we can get some more damage on. I'll tell in a moment if that is that or not. There we go. Wow. Dude. Guy comes up and shoots him. That is funny. Not even my guy. Somebody else's guy comes up and shoots him. Alright. So, okay. Very good. You are right. The Hirogen at the crater will do it. So I just have to run around the crater for another hour. But at least there's some around here. Thank you all very much. So let's see if we can go accomplish this other one. I'd say this is tedious, but honest to goodness, short of writing and doing a few other things, what else am I going to do these days? Okay, so we don't have a researcher up here either. Interesting, interesting. By the way, there's one more. Stalker. Do I play this way too much when there used to be a bunch of stalkers here? Come on, Stalker, I know you're right here. Where are you? There he is. Oh, it's just a beta. I'm sure there's a good joke there, but...
Personal shield losing power.
So this guy seems to be using his weapon and not doing a lot of personal attacks, maybe because he's a beta. That would be interesting. The things I do just to get all these little teeny tiny prizes. Yes, I'll stand here and get hit by this annoying little guy. Come on, go ahead, shoot me. Prove to me that you are a hunter.
Personal shield losing power.
Do your best, or your worst, whichever it is. just gonna suck the life out of you. Bam. That was easy. Alright, let's see what that did. Very nice. We only have to do 16 more, and I'll have that one done. Sorry, 116 more. New math. Oh, really? Really, guys? Ooh, one more I wasn't expecting. How sweet. Wait, 116 damage, that's all I ask from you.
Personal shield losing power.
There we go. Radiation therapy. Well, now that's done, let's just kill him. Boom. Do not mess with the Remans. Did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way. I'm gonna go over here. I wanted to run up this way. They're just oblivious. The Tholians just sit there. They're ignoring you. Ignoring me. Okay. She doesn't want to talk to us. Where are all the researchers? Do they disappear when you find them? Hmm. Interesting, interesting. What is the achievement that we're looking for? Not Tyrant Lizard. Not Romulan Siegebreaker. New Romulus Researcher. Okay. There we go. Yeah, no, I already know that one. That's the Exploration Accolade. That's not the one I want, guys. Interesting. Get this whole long history on it. I just want to get into what is available for new Romulus research locations. Interesting. You guys are actually going to work with this one. Shattering harmonic stuff isn't bad. For those of you who are talking about the Tholian weapons that you can get through reputation, it's not bad stuff. Okay, let's try Googling. All right, we need to go over to the EPO fields. That's why I'm not finding it. Where am I? There I am. Lexer says in Stowe, bringing a sword to a gunfight isn't such a bad idea, but not nearly as much fun as bringing Lex knives. My goodness, they do good damage. All right, let's go on over to the EPO fields. Don't want to talk to Torith. That's a different researcher, different researcher, different researcher, different researcher, different researcher. Where is the researcher here? Question is, where is he? All right, let's hunt around and look for our researcher. I would play this, but with the servers this laggy, I'm not going to do that one. Okay, not there. Whoa. Said he's on the EPO fields, but I'm not seeing him. Very interesting. I'm sure this is so exciting for you guys watching me run around and do nothing. Well, that's interesting. It clearly says he's on the EPO fields, and I'm not seeing him on the EPO fields. Yeah, it looks like everyone's gathered in here together. River, Forest, EPO collection, all of those guys are there, but I don't see anybody else on that field. Hold on, there's a guy with an exclamation point over his head. Aha! There he is. Ooh, let's talk about the Hathan. Let's talk about the Viver. Let's talk about the Driclay. Ooh, we got 3 more of those done. What is left now? We still have to find the D1 arthropods. Oh, I just asked him about the Driclay. Okay, we got that one. So we got one more to do. That's to figure out where they talk about the D1 arthropods. The arthropods... What did we Google to get that one? Okay. So the D1 arthropods, if you are interested. Yes. Okay, we have to go up to Vastum Peaks for the next one. Which kind of makes sense because it's the only place where the arthropods show up. Yeah, with any luck, that's him right there. And there. Oh, that's Romulan scientist. We want to look for a researcher. Oh, okay, let's go hunting around. Talk to those 3 people. Anyone down here with an exclamation point? Yeah. But we do have a researcher who's up here. But we'll pick up a rock in the meantime. It's not this one. So we're looking for the one who says Romulan scientist, not Romulan researcher. Maybe he is back here. Yes, I'm cheating. I'm looking at Stowe Wiki. Alright, are you a Romulan rock analyst? Romulan scientist. It is this guy. Okay. Talk to Romulan scientist. D1 arthropods. Interesting. Alright, and we got our accolade for that one. And that's perfect timing for a not exciting day. But Excitement City will be coming a little bit later because we have got the new missions coming out today. So I'm going to sign off here. We'll be back this evening, I think, to start playing the mission in earnest. And everybody have a good day, be safe, enjoy the patch, and we will talk to you all in a little bit. Bye!